Have you tried and tried and tried to make this work? This isn't about revenge. You've just tried your best. Well, I'm going to tell you a tactic that narcissists are going to hate. This isn't about getting your own back. This is about empowering you. And this is something that completely throws them off their game. So powerful because they have manipulated you, they've lied to you, and they try to stay in control. But this is where you take your own power back and you're the one that's in control. Want to know what it is? Watch this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, I really wanted to help you regain your power. Ultimately, yes, that's what it is. I want you to feel like you're in control of yourself. Not even that, it's not about controlling the narcissist, and it's not about controlling the situation or the outcome. It's so that you feel empowered. So I'm going to be revealing one thing that the narcissist really, really hates. And this will disarm them because in their minds, all they're concerned about is literally trying to get power over you. And that's not fair because you realize what is going on here. You understand that they are toxic. Of course, you're never going to understand why this person wants control. Ultimately, it's because of their own fragile ego. But honestly, the thing is, it's such a toxic thing to do. Why would you want to overpower someone's free will? Literally, do you know what I mean? That's what you got to think about. Why would someone want to overpower you? So, look, this is about you sticking up for yourself. This is about putting boundaries in place. And I'm going to talk you through how you're going to do this because, yeah, it's not fair on you. Why should you have to go through this? And why should you have to endure all of this pain and this confusion? Let's get into the video. Okay, so narcissists love attention. I know you know this. This is all about serving their ego. And when someone is having issues like this, where their ego needs to be served, then this is what we've got to remember, that something is not quite right. People who are healthy don't do this. So this is where the narcissist will use their ego. This is where the defense mechanisms come in, and they're not able to control it, nor are they aware of it. This is from childhood that they have developed these coping strategies to be able to understand and survive in the world. So because they have a dysfunctional ego, they're going to need control. Okay, control of the outcome, control of the person. And this makes them hyper-aware, hypersensitive. Yeah, and they're calling you sensitive. Yeah, they are hypersensitive, okay? So because they need to be vigilant on what is going on and to be able to orchestrate and manipulate a situation or a person. So this is why they focus on your emotions. And they are looking for this emotional validation from you. Ultimately, they don't want you to go. They don't want you to see what is going on because you're going to go. So this is the trap. They want you to stay entrapped to them. But then the thing is, you keep giving and giving and giving, but they never give anything back to you. Of course, they're not going to. Your reaction, whether it's positive or negative, fuels them. But here's the thing. If you take away your power, you're in power. So they're reliant on you. They want you to give them this. They're literally obsessed with it. If you stop feeding their emotional games, stop reacting, and start responding, you've won. So the one thing that a narcissist really, really hates is emotional neutrality, nothingness. That's what they hate. You know why? Because they don't know your next move. They don't know what you're going to do next. If you're not giving any information, which is your emotional validity to this person, how are they going to know how you're feeling and how they're going to be able to adapt their move or their behavior, their response, if they don't know how you are? This is your weapon. This is what they are looking for. And this is why they gaslight you, manipulate you, control you. This is why they do all of these things. Because then they know how to adapt their response. This doesn't come from an authentic place. So you never really know them. It's all about the games. So this is about you staying calm, composed and indifferent no matter what they say. So you're just literally a blank slate. They can't deal with this. They will use insults. They'll bait you. They'll press your buttons. You know what? Because they know your triggers. They've figured it out. They've watched your body language, your facial expressions, so they figured out what triggers you. They'll start with the love bombing, and then once they've got you, they then start to pull away. Again, these are games. to manipulate you. And this is where you have to see the game. You have to see what's going on. And this is how you level up and you stay neutral, because you know what is going on. You see it. So you have to adapt your responses to this person. There is no trying to work it out. There is no trying to talk it out to get this person to understand. This does not happen. A narcissist is not going to understand. They're not focused on you. They're not looking and trying to understand you. What they want, okay, is for you to give them validation and emotional attention. That's all this is. So you trying to work out, you trying to say, oh, this hurts me. Oh, this is upsetting me. And of course it is. But they don't care. They're not looking for that. That's not what is on their mind. So you see, this works because narcissists work, or they crave attention, chaos, and the emotional highs and lows. This is why when you're in that relationship with them, you're high one minute, you're low the next, because you're literally getting a glimpse into the narcissist world and what they want and how they behave. That's why. You can't carry on, you can't live a life like this, because you're constantly being overwhelmed, overstimulated, triggered, anxiety. This is how they live. And being around them, you then pick up on their energy, their behavior, because what they're doing is, the way that they're feeling is that they are then coaxing you. So this is where you need to step back, take control, and realize what is going on. Are you going to engage in these games? Are you going to do what they are wanting you to do? Because ultimately, they are just triggering. And the reason for this is because narcissists are deeply insecure. I know, my friends, it probably looks on the outside like they're this confident person, they're loving everything, they are the best, they're living their best life. That's what it looks like. But that's all a mask. That's all insecurities. That's all a show. That's fantasy. Deep down, okay, they don't feel that. They feel the opposite. And that isn't what's going on. So you have to see through this. Just because you're seeing this in front of you, you have to see the deeper aspect here. Because you know you're seeing through it. They are trying to make you believe that they are a certain way when they're not. They don't want you to find out the truth because they don't like the truth. So why would they want to display it? They know it's bad. They know that their childhood, the way that they have grown up, it's bad. They don't want to show it. So the key here is not escalating their tactics or asking for an explanation. It's about staying neutral and not escalating this situation. And in your approach to them, you have to stay consistent. Yes, my friends, you have to keep doing the same thing over and over, because they're never going to learn and they're not going to respect your boundaries. The calmer you are and the more indifferent you are, you win. So how do you stay neutral? Now look, I know, my friends, that being neutral, being nonchalant about it isn't easy. Okay, because we are emotional beings, we are emotional creatures. You know, like, of course we're going to want to show some sort of emotion. But this is where you need to understand that doing that is harming you. So the more that you stay consistent, stay neutral, the more you are taking your power back, because this person doesn't know how to interpret that. The first thing I would say is practice the grey rock method. Again, neutral. There's no emotional addition. There's no emotional validation for them. You're just neutral. Don't tell them how you're feeling. Don't tell them what's going on for you. For example, if they're asking you how you are, you say, yeah, good, you, whatever. Just one-worded statements. And only answer questions or engage in activities where you have to, and they are to a certain point, you know, like there's no drama, no chaos. Don't engage in that. The next one is set boundaries. Protect yourself, and you need to stick to them. Consistency, my friends, consistency. The other one I would say to stay calm is focus on your breathing, okay? Because I know that it's going to have an emotional response. So we like slow, long breaths. Practice this, honestly, because this will really help to calm your anxiety and for you to stay in control. And also just keep reminding yourself of the bigger picture. Please know that this isn't what you are thinking. See the bigger picture. So the one thing that I just want to warn you about, that when you start to stay neutral, the narcissist might escalate their behavior. So you need to stay calm. They're going to adapt their responses to get a certain response from you because they know that how they're interacting with you isn't working. So they're going to try and do something completely different to get your attention. Can you see how strange this all is? So they're not respecting you and they're just literally losing it because they need your attention and they're desperate to regain control over you. But don't give in, stay calm and stay strong. So guys, you know what? I really hope that this video has helped. If you want to talk about this further or discuss this or discuss any techniques that are mentioned here, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also go live on this channel every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK time, so you can come on over and get your questions answered. Guys, if you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. Guys, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.